Hello everyone, welcome back to CCNA Routing and Switching. In the previous class, we have seen about the various certification paths offered by Cisco and career paths in the field of networking. Today, in this lecture, we shall get down to the basics and start defining the term network. So, what is a network? The generalized definition of a network is the interconnection of people or things or machines. Few examples of the network that we see or hear in our day-to-day life are social networks, computer networks, mobile networks like GSM or CDMA. The course concentrates on the network formed by PCs, switches, routers, firewalls, and servers, IP phones, etc. The figure shows the image of a small network having two routers, two switches, and a firewall connected to a server and number of PCs in a local area network. So how does the network functions? The function of network can be compared to the working of a post office. In our previous days or in our childhood, we used to write letters and drop them into the post box. The letter reaches the post office through postman where the destination is found based on the address and pin code, sent through road or train or through flight. The postcard reaches the destination, but before reaching the destination, it has to pass through many cities, villages, towns, etc. Similarly, the data leaving PCs has its checkpoints as switches, routers, which help to select the destination path, firewalls, which filters the packets. Depending on the presence of destination, packet may pass through one or all the checkpoints. For example, if the destination is in the same network, that is, if PC1 wants to send the data to PC2, it has to pass only through the switch 0. We have seen the function how the network works. The next question that arises in our mind is where these networks are used. The network application ranges from a small internet center with 4 or 5 systems to an multinational companies where there are thousands of employees working just sitting before their PCs. Ranging from small schools to universities, households, everywhere we can find the network. In general, we can categorize these applications as business applications, home applications, and mobile applications. Coming to business applications, in corporates or business, the network helps to share the resources. The resources may be data or a photocopy machine or a fax machine or a voice over IP protocol. This protocol helps to communicate with the users over phone in the internet. It saves upon telephone bills. Instead of providing an individual fax machine or a photocopy machine for each and every employee, we can connect the fax machine or a photocopy machine over the network and share the same with all the employees. This also saves upon the cost. Coming to home applications, all the devices like AC, fridges, lights, fans, etc. can be connected over the network and we can control them using an app or SMS or from internet. We can either turn on or off an AC, a light or a fan from a remote place. We just send an instruction to the devices present at our home and control them. Moving on to the mobile applications, with the advancements in the technologies, mobiles are capable of performing almost all the activities that a system can do. Once connected to internet, we can book bus tickets, do mobile recharges, pay electricity bills and many more on fingertips. I would like to take a moment to share my experience where network helped me to save time and money not only to me but also to my client. Few days back, I have received a mail from my client requesting me to configure his router present in Romania. To do a small configuration, we can't rush to Romania. So I asked the person to connect the router to the system and give me the permission to access his system remotely. Just by sitting in my home connected to his system through TeamViewer software and did the configuration. The process took me less time than the time taken for me to reach the airport from my home. That's the magic about the network. Even the training which you are undergoing on CCNA routing and switching is not possible without the network. If you don't have the internet, you have to run all the way to the training center, listen to the instructions, though you are not interested at the time. Let's differentiate the networks. We have seen the applications of the network and its importance. Now, let's start differentiating the networks. The networks can be differentiated based on the geographical area coverage. We can classify them as local area networks or LAN, metropolitan area networks are simply called as MAN, or wide area networks or WAN. These are differentiated based on the geographical area coverage. Let's start discussing about each of them in brief. Local area network. Local area network connects the devices over small areas. They can be arranged in a small building or group of buildings or in a lab of a college as shown in the figure. Coming to metropolitan area networks, it expands the network by connecting the devices in the city. It helps to connect two different points in the city. The best example for a metropolitan area network can be two branches of an organization present in the same city connected through network. Moving on to wide area networks, as the name suggests wide. The wide area network covers the entire geographical area on the earth. It is used to connect the countries, continents. Wide area network enables the communication among the devices all over the globe. The best example can be internet. Let's see a basic comparison table between local area networks, wide area networks, metropolitan area networks, and the ranges areas they cover. Coming to local area networks, they are restricted to rooms or office building or group of buildings that are in the range of 1 meter to 1 kilometer, whereas metropolitan area networks extends their range from 1 kilometer to 100 kilometers, that is covering a city or a province, whereas wide area network or internet covers the areas greater than 100 kilometers, or in simpler terms, wide area network can connect a PC from one corner of the globe to the other corner of the globe. That's it for today's lecture. Let's meet in the next lectures with more exciting topics. Thanks for joining me.